Hello, this is Tara from Tara's Independent Voice YouTube channel. I got something in the mail today I'm very excited about, and I hope you enjoy it also. With the coming of season 2 this week, this past last Friday, season 2 of Stranger Things hit. I've watched the first 2 episodes due to time constraints. The first season I watched all the way through. It was the only reason I ordered Netflix, and I didn't anticipate keeping Netflix, but they've changed up their game. I love documentaries. They've got tons of documentaries and different series than you will find even on cable. And Stranger Things, I believe, is probably the best of the best. And just shortly to give you, if you're not familiar with the show, it's about three kids. No, there's 4. There's Lucas, Mike, Will, and Dustin. Okay, so there's 4 kids. They are maybe in the 6th grade, something like that, 7th grade. I'm not sure, but they're kids. And they're very close, and they spend hours and hours playing Dungeons and Dragons until one day they find a little girl right around their age, and she doesn't speak. And from there, a lot of friendships are built, torn down, built again, and some really crazy stuff happens. And this is Stranger Things. So what I wanted to do is I found online, I was looking for DVDs, as I do. I collect DVDs. I probably have a couple thousand in my collection room, which will now be joined by several hundred Funko Pops. And I've managed to keep my pen collection kind of sort of in the living room, dining room area, where I have a cork board on the kitchen walls, thanks to my husband. Thank you. And I found on Target.com a special edition Stranger Things season 1, and it was, I think, I have the bill here, right here. It was not gonna tell me. Basically, it's saying if you don't know how much you spent, you shouldn't have spent it. I believe it was either $24.99 or $19.99. I'm not positive. It wasn't more than that, or I probably wouldn't have paid for it until it came down. But this is an exclusive to Target, and this Stranger Things is based in the 80s and in the early 80s. And I don't know how many of you were around when the video craze hit, where you could go and buy or rent a video. And trust me, you rented it. We had to travel several 20, 30 miles to pick up a rental. And of course, we had to go that far back to drop it off, and it was terribly expensive. However, buying a video was even more expensive. I remember I wanted the video to, and at first they only had brand new ones. So I remember I had wanted a video, and I want to say it was Alien, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all, because at one time I was thinking it was Halloween, but that was in 1978, and they were doing newer movies. I don't remember, but it was definitely horror. And the video was like $69. And I'm like, well, that's a lot of money for one video. But then, as everything else does, it started coming down. We paid huge amounts of money for our first video player, and it was beta, because Small Things are more expensive. So, you know, they're gonna make small things because they're better. Well, that didn't work out real good, so I ended up having to get the bigger VHS players. And then, of course, videos went down. Next thing you know, I'm buying them at yard sales. I'm buying them at sales. I've got videos coming out of everything. And then and that's me all over. I love entertainment. I write about entertainment. I talk about entertainment. Anyway, this is Stranger Things Season 1. And it is done up just like one of the very, very first single DVDs. Yes, they were this big. And this is about the size of a media paperback book. I sell books online. This would be considered a media-sized book. And the video pretty much fits flush behind it. So yeah. Oh, and I put away the DVD set and took the book. So this is amazing, and I want to show you. And this is really, except for the UPC code, those hadn't been added yet. You can see on the back it says VHS Hi-Fi, which is funny because, you know, that like they actually had to say Hi-Fi. It says Netflix instead of like 20th Century Fox or, you know, whatever. And then it has Stranger Things. The front is funny because it also has VHS Hi-Fi, where it would normally have a studio or something else about the movie company. It says Netflix. Then it says Stranger Things, a Netflix original series. But then at the top right here is really funny because it has ST300. It's either 300 or 306. I'm pretty sure it's 300. So that's obviously Stranger Things, and it's in with 300s, which is probably the horror section. And you would typically find this on the box of the video, and then it would be encased in plastic. Or they would take the video out, put the video out in one of those generic plastic containers and hand it to you. And they'd have their own code on the bottom. They'd put in the computer to denote that you had indeed rented that DVD. That video. And, you know, it doesn't stop here. The back, of course, is you know, it has the synopsis of the series. And it has a picture of Joyce when she's trying to communicate with Will with her Christmas tree lights and her paint on the wall. And then it goes from that to where the video would be. And the video even has the little tag on it that says, "Please be kind and rewind." And nobody ever did. They actually took to charging people who did not rewind their videos, but nobody ever really, you know, I don't think they ever really charged. And on the back, this is exactly what a video would look. These are basically inside a video was a reel-to-reel tape in a much smaller version. If nobody knows what a reel-to-reel tape is, ask your grandmother. But they're basically big machines. They were very high quality, and they had two spools. You would put a spool full of tape right here, an empty spool here, and you would loop them together. They would go through this inner, it wouldn't go inside the machine, but it would go inside a front part, and that's where the information would be put on the video. And what you would do is it was used for speeches, you know, basically what any videotape machine does. But then it would, you know, you would rewind it and play it back, and it had a lot of pops and a lot of this and that. But that is basically what this is. And you'd always have these on the side. These would inevitably come off, which would really make me mad, because then I could no longer set up, you know, because some of them were put in, yeah, some of them, the earlier ones were put in this way instead of this way. So if that had happened, I wouldn't be able to see. So you'd go in there and you'd put a little tiny bit of glue and prayed and hoped that it didn't, you know, melt off and run your video player. So now we have this huge package, and in order to get into it, there you go. And my favorite thing, friends don't lie. That is what Mike taught 11, the little girl, and 11 took it to heart. She took it to heart. Whatever she was told was cold hard facts, and she always remembered them. And it took a lot for her to learn who was bad and who was good. So for a while, she just, well, you know, you guys have either seen it or you haven't. So you either enjoy it or you have it left to enjoy. This is a limited edition poster from Netflix. And I don't know if you can see it or catch it, but this is the Demogorgon, which is what they called the monster. And I believe it's a character in Dungeons and Dragons, because Demogorgon's a dragon. And this thing is not a dragon, but he's a really creepy thing. But if you can see, it says Stranger Things. I have problems with this. Stranger Things. And it's the Demogorgon eating. It's just about to eat the title of the DVD. And then you just put it back. I'm not going to put it on the wall. I'm just going to leave it there. I like my DVDs. I like my DVDs pretty much the way they came from the store, with the exception of being opened instead of closed up. Then you have disc 1 and disc 2. And this has, disc 1 has chapter 1 through 4, and disc 2 has chapters 5 through 8. I wonder why is there all this wasted material? Well, there's not, because you open it, and there you go. You've got 2 more videos with the exact same thing. Of course, these are regular DVDs, and these are the Blu-rays. So you get the Blu-ray and the regular DVDs for the same price, with a limited edition poster, looking for all the world like a throwback of, I don't know, almost 30 years. Ouch. And there it is. Stranger Things, the DVD set, season 1. I don't know what a regular set would look like. I didn't look around. I wasn't really looking for Stranger Things, and I never really thought about it coming out on DVD. I guess in the back of my mind I knew it would, because that makes sense, but I didn't think it would be like this. I was actually looking for zombie films or something, you know, to enjoy. And this is what I found, and I'm really happy with it. So it's right now. I just ordered it day before yesterday, and it came today. And I could have had it sooner, but I didn't want to pay for postage. So if you're interested, it's probably in the stores, but I don't know for sure. And I'm not positive, but I think you may have to be a red card holder. I know there was something I was looking at the other day that was really good, and you had to be a red card holder, which we are, so, you know, that's a really good thing. Okay, well, this is Tara. Please watch my other videos. If you like me, or even if you just like Stranger Things, please subscribe to this channel and activate notifications, so when I do a new video, it'll be listed. It'll give you a note and let you know. Like the video, like I said, if you do like the video, and then put a comment down below with a question or a comment, or anything. And it could be a question about anything, anything about my how I got into reviewing and doing entertainment news. Why my cat sneezes on me and then just walks through, like, you know, that's what happens. But anyways, I really appreciate you watching this video, and please come back and see my other things. I did have a glitch in the system, and it lost 3 of my reviews, and one of them was it. I did find the reviews. I did find them, and I will be putting them over. They'll be here. Yes, they will. Anyways, thank you so much. This is Tara. Have a really good Halloween, because it is October 31st. It is All Hallows Eve. And you never know who you're going to find in the street tonight. Have a good time. Be careful. Get lots of candy. And watch a lot of scary movies. Bye-bye.